Hong Kong Direct is your weekly racing roundup full of news, views, previews, interviews and special guests. And coming up on the show today, I'm sure it hasn't escaped your attention, it's been Royal Ascot this week. So with that in mind, we'll look back on Little Bridge's brilliant win in the King's Stand back in 2012. And lucky to say we're joined on the line as well by Jim McGrath with his memories of that great day. Looking at the week we've had so far as well, with a big race coming up on Saturday. That is the Platinum Jubilee. Jim coming up very shortly. We'll start though, as it's 10 years on from Little Bridge's victory there in the King's Stand Stakes under Zach Purton. Looking back with the memories of trainer Danny Shum.
小橋流水，我真係當你係仔，佢永遠都係我心目中最愛嘅馬。呢樣嘢就要好感激小橋流水嘅馬主啦，高先生啦嚇。喺嗰時嚟講咧，我係最唔好嘅，係個運程啊、工作啊或者各方面都係去到一個好低潮嘅，去到係。咁啊，高生就好支持，佢就話 Danny， 我有一支籌，你幫我揾隻好馬，我就揾咗大約8至9隻，咁啊，終於睇到呢隻小橋流水。睇佢贏第一場，我哋覺得呢隻馬將來係一定上頭班。
Purton sends the favourite Little Bridge to the front and kicked away from leading City and Captain Sweet。好好彩佢可以連贏2場2級賽，咁同阿高生講，我不如試下去英國。最後尾喺英國嗰課，因為阿潘頓趕唔切嚟咧，我哋去行個 track， 你感覺到去呢次係得㗎啦，我哋會咁樣咯。
They're often racing and they've gone without Masama. Secret Asset, one of the first to show on the near side with a more proper and Stone of Falker also showing.
潘頓嗰個跑法喺晒計劃入邊嘅。當佢潘頓一跟住去到中期過咗中口。
It's Little Bridge for Hong Kong who leads the King's Stand from bated breath. Soul Power trying to come home strongly for Ireland but driven out towards the line. It's Little Bridge for Zach Purton. 擠出嚟嗰下咧。我已經喺度捱，我知道贏啦，已經知道嗰個感覺咧係好 high 嘅啫。一過到啲，我真係有同我口外嚟講咧，我 make it 咁樣，真係做到喎！真係我覺得係，因為佢俾咗好多嘅機會我，咁我好感激佢，我係由心底嗰度感激佢。我可以100%話俾你哋聽，我身為香港馬會土生土長嘅香港練馬師，如果隻馬係有機會攞好成績嘅，我一定會帶佢去遠征，幫香港。 It's Little Bridge for Zach Purton is going to win for Danny Shum, the King's Stand for Hong Kong.
Can you believe it? 10 years ago, and clearly you can see how much meant to Danny as well. Now, the reason we're looking at that is because Little Bridge's win there in the King's Stand Stakes is one of 25 memorable moments celebrating 25 years. So we head towards reunification race day on July the 1st. So you can actually vote on your favourite memorable moments as well. So if you head to the website for more details, you can get it all there on hkjc.com. Well, I'm pleased to say now, getting himself ready for another day of Royal Racing. We're joined on the line from the UK by the doyen of World International Horse Racing, and that is Jim McGrath. Jim, many thanks for your time today. We're just looking back at Little Bridge's win in 2012. What a year that was as well, in terms of Frankel winning on that day as well, and Black Caviar at the end of the week.
Yeah, it was a fabulous week. In fact, I was asked yesterday by Sky Sports over here to give my memorable moment at Royal Ascot, and I just said, well, it was a week of them. And that was at that year, 2012. Not only, as you said, did we have those two superstars, we also had So You Think winning the Prince of Wales Stakes. So it was a memorable year. And Little Bridge, ridden by Zach Purton, won the King's Stand, and that will live long in the memory as well. Did a great job, and it was good to see Zach on the leaderboard with some of the great jockeys of that era as well.
Certainly was, and sort of full circle with So You Think as well. Joseph O'Brien now training the winner of the Prince of Wales Stakes this week in State of Rest. Let's talk a little bit about this week. Great to have the internationals back again, and they sort of, well, definitely Nature Strip on day one, dominated the headlines along with Baid, both of them brilliant in their own way.
Yeah, it was a great day. Baid is something special. Comparisons have been made here with Frankel, but that is very silly, and also it's unfair because Frankel was an absolute powder keg, and he just went out and he ran, and he was just brilliant, absolutely brilliant, an absolute champion. There's no doubt. Baid is a completely different type, totally relaxed. You can switch him off back in the field. There weren't many runners. He was very comfortable, and then when asked by Jim Crowley, he just quickened away. He's a very exciting horse. I can see him going up to 1.25 miles, 2,000 metres without any problem at all. And you know, he's got the world at his feet. There's no doubt he's unbeaten so far. Just a pity that his owner, Sheikh Hamdan Al Maktoum, who was one of the great owner breeders and a passionate man about racing, sadly then he died just before this great horse came along. Caribus was also a winner on the first day of the St James's Palace Stakes. Big future for him. Race was a 2.5 furlong sprint. He dug deep and he won well. You'll hear a lot more about him as the season goes on. But we've had other highlights as well.
What about James McDonald, Jim? He's had a fantastic week already. He won the Royal Hunt Cup then for his good friend Charlie Hills. Could it get better again on Saturday? Could Chris Waller do the double? The Platinum Jubilee is shaping up like a great race. We've got Home Affairs, of course, Notorious for Australia. A Case of You, the Dubai World Cup night, the Alquoz form there on show. Campanelli for the Americans. It really is a super race. I feel like I'm forgetting someone there. The Japanese horse, of course, Grenadier Guards as well.
Yeah, it's very interesting, isn't it? I think it's wide open. I think it's probably asking a lot to be expecting Home Affairs to do exactly what Nature Strip did. It's going to be a lot tougher task, I think. You know, he's obviously a very, very good horse, but this is a really, really open race, in my opinion. I know the betting doesn't suggest that, really, but there's a lot of other chances. I like Artorius quite a bit. I think he's settled in well. Reports from Lambourne are good. And also, if you were looking for an outsider, Clive Cox has got a horse called Diligent Harry. This is a brother to Harry III, who those who watch international racing may have seen that horse winning at York. He's a very exciting horse. Diligent Harry, I'm told, is going very well. He will be very, very big odds, and he's worth throwing in all combinations, all trifectas, and all the rest of it. You've got to put him in Quinellas. He's a decent chance, but yeah, Home Affairs is the banner horse.
We quite often see a number of these horses Hong Kong bound after the royal meeting. We normally have to wait for the dust to settle though first. Jim, any rumours about any horses who might be heading our way?
No rumours, but of course we know that Britannia is the Hong Kong race, and so many good horses have come out of that. The Queen's horse was run quite well, and also I think there'll be quite a few that are attracting interest. That's for sure.
And you did mention a Hong Kong angle to me before as well, in terms of a certain trainer who's having a good week as well.
It's quite unbelievable the run that Jane Chapel-Hyam is having. Jane's been training for 14 years in her own right, and it's been a great achievement for her. She's actually on the leaderboard at the moment, sharing the lead with Aidan O'Brien and also Charlie Appleby with 2 wins apiece. And for the size of Jane's yard compared to those other 2 Titans, it's a magnificent achievement. She was a winner yesterday with Claymore, who was able to actually overturn Reach for the Moon, which was the Queen's big hope of the day. But of course, she's had a spectacular week all around. She had Saffron Beach, who won the previous day as well. And that's a filly who was placed in the Guineas and also was defying a Group 1 penalty. So yeah, she's in great form, Jane. She also had a second in the Hunt Cup. So yeah, she's certainly one to follow, and I don't know what she learned in her 5 years in Hong Kong, but she's certainly putting her knowledge to good use at the moment.
You're obviously keeping yourself busy still, Jim. Any chance we'll see you hopefully maybe for the international meeting in December?
Well, we're all dying to get there, Andrew, as I'm sure everyone can appreciate, and you guys are also dying to get out and be able to return. So at the moment, things are pretty tough, but I haven't been there since the 2019 international races. So sorely missed, and when we do get back in, it'll be a big celebration for all of us.
Certainly will be, yeah. Maybe bring a couple of horses with you as well, Jim, if you can. But thanks for your time today, and enjoy the end of the week as well at Ascot.
Thanks, Andrew.
Could talk to Jim for hours, really reliving the old memories, but great to have Jim on the show as always. Need to keep moving though as far as this weekend is concerned. The final 2 group races of the season, the Premier Plate and the Premier Cup. Back to Happy Valley after a week off Wednesday night, and then Saturday racing. A return to Sha Tin next Saturday, that is on the 25th. Now we're going to finish off this week with a link to the Premier Plate. It's been a good race for Casper Fownes in the past. He's looking for his 4th consecutive win in actual fact. He won last year with Southern Legend. We're going back to 2020 though, and Dances with Dragon and Keith Young absolutely streaking away to victory. So enjoy this. We'll see you again on Sunday. Bring all the action from Hong Kong direct to you.
More than this down to the rail, and the brakes are on. A length and a half on Southern Legend, second. Furore, half a length away, third. Savvy 9 is fourth, inside of Dances with Dragon, having a nice run. Harmony Victory, 3 wide, around Precious Ship the centre, and Helene Leading Star is last. Bit more speed on now, coming up past the 650, where the leader is More Than This. 3 wide, Furore, Southern Legends in the centre from Dances with Dragon. Savvy 9's looking to follow the rail home from Helene Leading Star. Harmony Victory and Precious Ship. Furore, Dances with Dragon went very fast though. He hit the lead, Dances with Dragon. At the moment there's nothing running on. He's out by 2. 3 lengths on Furore. Southern Legend, More Than This. Precious Ship is making some ground. It's Dances with Dragon in the lengthening shadows of the solar eclipse, and Dances with Dragon and Keith Young has destroyed them.